square off. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Denver. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where... They'll set up shop.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Look at this to start out. To begin this one. And it'll bring us to about the 25. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop. Second and 7. Play action now. It's next. That one caught Devon Valen. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Denver first down.
These curl routes. He's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He'll take a shot with Mims. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it'll be second down.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Next, from the gun, on third down. He's going to have the first down and more. And he will go all the way. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
Broncos 7, Vikings nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Now a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Minnesota.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. The kick is good. And the Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
This to the 37-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Nick's going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. With a wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the 1st down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Pushed out to his right. He's going to run it. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy.
And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Pushed out to his left, and he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
There's a lot of ways for defensive linemen to disrupt the passing game. That's everything about today's modern NFL. How do you disrupt the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable? Of course, sacking him is a great way, but even getting your hands up in those throwing lanes and tipping passes, that is so frustrating for these quarterbacks.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Nix to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Javon Taylor. Touchdown, Broncos.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the 1st down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Taylor now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 31, here's second and 7. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
What can they do here on third down and 7? McCarthy from the gun here on third down. Moving to his right. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A run with Dobbins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 11. And quickly pick up the first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
1 quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Here's Dobbins. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, it's Nix. Forced to his right. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. This is McLaughlin. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Little play action here with McCarthy. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Thrown quickly. That's more on the RPO. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. He's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. It'll be a Vikings 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Forced out wide.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
3rd down, they need 5. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. Third and 5. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it's going to be 4th down. On 4th down, it's Will Reichard time for this Viking field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A run here, it's McLaughlin. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about one. Josh Metellus there on the tackle.
Brings our second down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
To throw is Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
15-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
He'll get this out wide. And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is 1st and goal. Throwing is Nix. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Smart decision there on 1st and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision making here. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. They'll give it to Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their 1st
And goal.
3rd and goal. Now Nick's going to look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That's the 2nd charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Lutz on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Broncos will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
A run, it's Jones, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's McCarthy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Gain of 14. And the Vikings 1st down.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. You let this go deep for Jefferson. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up 2nd down. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And he is out of bounds. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If that was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff. Jones. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So they send in Will Reichard for this field goal try. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
A quick toss into the hands of Addison. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
On the play. And it brings up third down.
3rd and 9. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Third down and 9. To throw is McCarthy. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And we will not have a return here. This one angles out of bounds.
At their own 42-yard line.
At best, might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He will air this out. He's looking for Sutton. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. And some nifty running on the return. Took up some good yardage before he was taken down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the handoff, Jones. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. That's to the left side, taken in by Jefferson.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. A run. And here's Mason. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. John Franklin Myers there to make the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third down, 3 to go. Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll be forced outright. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Beautiful catch on the sideline. He's in bounds, but there is a penalty flag down, and that might wipe away the game. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And look at the penalty yards back, and more than that. He's a couple of yards short of the first down, a gain of 13.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. A gain there of 11. First down, Broncos.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that is incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, you're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On the return, it's Moore. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. The Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Zach Allen getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
15.
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
At their own 48-yard line.
No big hit here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down. They'll throw. It's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big-time play for the Broncos. 31 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Dobbins going to get it now as we start the 4th. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one on line. And it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Chandler now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
McCarthy to the air on second down. To the sideline. He's got more. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Minnesota. The shotgun. It's a throw from McCarthy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To the air once more is McCarthy. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 25, here's second and 1. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
They run straight ahead with Jones. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. McCarthy. He gets this one to Moore. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Brings up second down.
To the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. A run with Dobbins. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down. 1st and 10 now from the 36. To throw, it's McCarthy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Jefferson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
and 4. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
Here's Dobbins. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's a 2nd and 12. Give on the ground, and much more room to run on this one. Pickup of 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. 70 seconds left to go in this game. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Dobbins. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. We'll stop it here with 1:07 on the clock.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Doing there, they made sure he would not get free.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's 1st down. To throw is McCarthy. And that one incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to let one fly for Addison. And that is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st down, Minnesota.
Throwing again is McCarthy. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by P.J. Locke. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched the shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruise to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.
than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She in Vegas, and Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't, but I think girls better than men, and I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop. Shake my paranoia. Can't stop the rock. 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 Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock, you can't stop. hole, come on.
typical. Body of Adonis, that's so typical. Turn like a god, ugh, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical.
It's so typical and visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are grey, I'm getting used to change.
Face of a mortal, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Legs don't modest, that's so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, I'm so cynical. So don't cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical.
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jerk up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll pop through north till the boys get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away, then honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet, jet, jet.
Face of a mortal, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Legs don't modest, that's so typical. Face of a mortal, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Legs don't modest, that's so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, I'm so cynical. So don't cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly out the walk in any spot, every be soaking. From a time when was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision while I've come.